offensive lineman. Colorado secures a transfer. His name's Carter Miller. He's from UL-Monroe. He's a center. Matt, do you know anything about this? What are your thoughts on this? Another offensive line commit for Colorado. Go ahead.
I watched some film on this kid. He's mean at the point of attack. He's a finisher. Another guy to come in and compete for that job. I know Cash Cleveland was a freshman All-American, but go prove it again. We'll see what happens with Zelinkus. He hasn't entered the portal, so we'll see if he does after the bowl game. Bates is in next week, so there's one thing that's consistent here is this kid is a prick at the point of contact. Josh Bates is a prick at the point of contact. There's a pattern emerging here. They're looking for a really nasty point of the spear that knows what they're doing. So that's what you're going to get with this kid, and he can also play guard, and that's what you're going to get with Bates, who can also play guard. So, I'm excited about this, but we'll see, man. Adding depth to the offensive line is a big key, and they're definitely doing that.
Yeah, and this makes me excited. They're bringing in competition. That's only going to make that offense.
Carter is a mean son of a bitch, bro. He finishes people on film big time.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you need, that nasty out of offensive line, especially at center. Him coming from UL-Monroe, I'm really excited to see what he does. And like I mentioned, bringing that competition, only develops that entire offensive lineman. No one's job safe like we saw last year, but I think going into next year for Julian Lewis or whoever's at quarterback, the offensive line is going to be developed and have some competition.
Yeah, well, no one's job safe, period. Mm-hmm. That's how you know you're on a good football team.
Yeah.
Go out and have a couple of bad practices in a row and see how fast it is before you're replaced. That's what, that's iron sharpens iron, bro. That's what it is. So, when you have bad football teams that use that mantra, iron sharpens iron, it's like, well, I guess dull is dull. Dull on dull doesn't help. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be good for that mantra to work, and CU definitely is that. God damn, they are getting the guys they have coming in, all the guys they have on deck, the high school kids, the development, the coaching. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am very excited as well. And Coach Prime was asked about his transfers. Transfers coming into Colorado, and he says, I think we secure commitments from darn near everybody. I'm going to go ahead and play that clip. Take a listen.
Had to be back. We never start recruiting, so I haven't left doing that. We have some wonderful, phenomenal young men up here that we want to join this magnificent team. I think we've secured commitments from darn near everybody. They probably had not committed yet, but I know what I know. And they're going to help us in tremendous positions, and the quality of the young men we're getting are phenomenal. So I'm proud of the staff, the recruiting staff, Coach Ray and so forth, the coaching staff, and everybody's involved, and especially people in the city, because when these kids go out, they know what they're here for, and our Buff Nation is welcoming them with open arms, and it's a phenomenal thing. It really.
There you have it, Matt. Your thoughts on
I want to elaborate on that here for a second. This couldn't have happened to a better university. Mm-hmm. Because for so long, when Coach Prime was in college and in the NFL, Colorado was a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah, sure.
He knows what it used to be. Period. He knows. He played with a ton of guys against and with guys in the NFL that were from Colorado. He knows what it is. Mm-hmm. And then the Pac-12 experiment and the skid from 2006 on, it was bad. It was just bad football with the exception of a couple of years. Mm-hmm. And the entire fan base and the alumni base and all the ex-players, bro, we took it personal. There were years where I felt sick to my fucking stomach around Christmas time because it's just laughable. We're laughable. People laugh at you and shit. You should be in the Mountain West. It fucking sucked. Especially when you were there at it, like when I was, it was a special time in the history of the university. So Coach Prime getting this opportunity in Boulder and resurrecting this program to what it is now and what it can be down the road and him talking about wanting to put his name up on the Flatirons, and like, bro, he's going to be here until he wins a natty. Like, that's his goal, and he's got the ability to do it. So
yeah,
I'm telling you, bro, this is as cool as it gets. And I'm so glad it happened the way it did. You know, I think back a lot to that conversation with Rick George and Joel on the phone about, you know, please go for greatness. Don't go for comfort. Go for greatness. Go for greatness. Hire prime. And they did it. You know, talking to Ray on the phone 2 weeks before they hired him, like, okay, if we end up doing this, how can you help? How can you facilitate? What can you do with the players? What do you know about this guy and that? Blah, blah, blah. And just sitting there like, man, I can't believe this shit's about to happen. They're about to fucking hire Deion Sanders. Mm-hmm. So, you know, for it to work out the way it did, which I thought it would, number one, that's satisfying also. But at the same time, dude, just the ability for this man to turn it around as fast as he did, and to have just a lock on college football and the players and everybody. Like, if you're good, you want to go play for Coach Prime, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I say to the kids in the gym, if Coach Prime recruits you, it validates you as an NFL prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Yeah. He's not just taking on developmental projects. He wants guys that translate to the NFL out of high school. And those guys are usually pretty good recruits. So I'm blown away by just, you know, sometimes I have to step back and really pinch myself and be like, this is real. This is happening. So pretty fucking incredible.